Yo, what up, what up? This is for my homeboy, Speedy G. A little shout out. We're just hanging around, you know what I'm saying? He never had a social life, so everybody dissed him and it pissed him.
Okay. I used to hate the fucking principal. He thought he was invincible. To him I wasn't invisible, letting us go unpunished. That question wasn't dismissible. Damn, is this true? Yes, it was his mission to make us listen to whatever he said and make us.
What's up, my people? What's up, my people? I hope you having a fantastic weekend. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's pause this shit over here. Let's get started, man. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot to mention, and I'm gonna be dedicating this stream, this live, to my subscribers, all 58 of you motherfuckers. This is for you, man. So I'm gonna mention each and every one of you, the ones that I know physically, and I'm gonna talk about some good things and some bad things that I know so far about you guys, and it's just for fun. It's just for just to create content, and also just to see what you guys think and why have you subscribed? Why would you be so keen on listening to what I have to say, But of course, the show cannot go on without the main players. Of course, we've got Sab and Shraddha. Hopefully they will join at some point. But in the meantime, before we get started, I know I've kind of started a bit earlier, 2 minutes earlier. Sab is definitely gonna freaking kill me when she finds out that I have started earlier. And oh, holy shit, they are here. Okay, thank you, Shraddha. Really? Okay, wait, what do you mean we are here? Is that like both of you? Okay, well, anyway, yes. Okay, good, man. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get snappy, man. Anyway, Shraddha, thank you for checking out the channel. Do hit the like button, subscribe, blah, 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 the usual shit. But I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I know you've had a busy week, you especially, super busy and all that kind of stuff. And of course, now that you have joined, I'm going to mention some negative things about you. So get ready for that. So yes, I've got one negative thing about you. And then Sab, there's a long list, but I had to pick one. So we'll go through that. We'll go through that one. And of course, I will mention a positive thing. It's not all. It has to be a balanced channel. We're not going to just have one bad thing, all negative. We're going to have some positive. You got to keep it balanced. The forces of attraction. Push and pull. Blah blah blah. All right. So let me share my screen and we can get started. Here we go. Here we are. So, what are we looking at over here? Oh, Sab, you can't watch. You're busy. It's fine. Of course, I totally understand. It makes sense. Yeah, sure. Whatever, man. You know what? The fact that you've just said this, now this is what's going to happen. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Now, you guys who are on the top of the list, I'm going to talk about you guys last. So we're gonna start from the bottom. Yes, of course, I have to start from the bottom. So, starting from the bottom, I finally got access to my SoundCloud account. So, as you can see over here, my SoundCloud account and the song that I was just playing from the beginning was from my SoundCloud account. I finally got this thing up and running. You can see I posted content on this thing 7 years ago, man. It's crazy. 7 years ago. Some of these plays, 259 plays. I got some songs with 600 plays. I think it was Dreams of Balling, I think. Yeah, Dreams of Balling got where's freaking Dreams of Balling, man? It's like when you want to find the thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Dreams of Balling, 509 plays. Freaking awesome. But that was 7 years ago, and I finally freaking figured out what the freaking login details were. It was a long process of getting the account details. So I got this account back up. I posted a new album. Well, the album that I just showcased on YouTube. So it's all over here. You guys can, definitely check it out. And of course, as I create more content, I'll be posting stuff over here. Of course, all the links are going to be in the description. Now, back to the list of the people that I have to talk about and mention. Now, of course, 58 subscribers, not a lot of people, but I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. But before we get to that, my Rumble community. Holy shit. These guys are just like 125 Rumble. My last video, I mentioned Rumble and I said, my Rumble account is just really starting to gain some traction. And I'm just looking at it today, 125 Rumbles. I'm just so honored and happy that at least it got some traction over here. It's I feel like it's the community on Rumble is more engaging than my YouTube community, and I think it's just because of YouTube's algorithm, which is a shit algorithm. Because if you the listener, the viewer who's not liking and commenting on stuff on the channel, it's like it doesn't get shown as much, which is such a stupid algorithm. But yeah, it is what it is. Rumble, I just feel like their algorithm's way better. But before they go to shit, I might move to Rumble, like officially. I might do my lives on Rumble, and they'll sync back to YouTube. Maybe, I'll see, but we'll think about it. Anyway, now let's talk about the categories of people that I've not physically met. So I just want to shout out to Peace Through Submission. Thank you for subscribing, DNG Creations, guys over at Rumble, and of course, I got my SoundCloud account back. Now, the internationals. These are the people that I think I have met in person. Not all of them. Young KJ, not in person, but I think everyone on this list I have met. The internationals are people outside of Kenya. Kenya is ground zero, home. So from there, then it's like, okay, who are the people that I've met outside of the country? So Arfan basically is he had been a subscriber from 2015, and I kind of checked this out. And so Arfan, I really do appreciate the fact that you have checked out my channel, and I really do appreciate the fact that you've subscribed and show some support. I remember when I started out back in January, was it last year? This year, shit. Yeah, I think you were like the first person to check out the channel. Of course, Ensab and you guys. But yes, Arfan, you were there. Young KJ, we did a couple of tracks together. He's in the US. I really do appreciate you as well, bro. But we have not been in contact for such a long time. I reached out to you on Instagram and Skype as well. So just check those out and let me know if you've got my messages. Thibaut and Jonathan. Oh, these motherfuckers from France. Crazy people. Thibaut can hardly, actually Thibaut's English is way better than Jonathan's English. Basically his entire English vocabulary is thanks to me, so shout out to him as well. Rakesh is my neighbor who just lives in the other room and this guy is from India. He immediately, the minute I told him about my YouTube channel, he was like, dude, I want to subscribe, and give me the link. I was like, dude, thank you so much, man. So, very enthusiastic guy. This guy has some ideas of creating content regarding pranks and stuff, and he wants to do some funny stuff with pranks and things. So I don't know. He had some good ideas. I'll listen to what he has to say, and I'll see if I want to add those to the channel. But I have been thinking long term about my channel, and I think I'll discuss that towards the end. And of course, before I even talk about the real gang and of course the honorable mentions, there's one more thing. Towards the end, we're gonna go through some memes. I've got a couple of memes. These memes are freaking lit. So we're gonna go through these ones, but that's towards the end. Okay. Who else? Bogdan. Bogdan is from Romania. He was my roommate for some time. I think I lived with him for like a year, and then he moved out. I think there was a video that I shared where I tried to teach him Kiswahili for the first time. He's from Romania. He can't speak Swahili, obviously. I taught him Swahili, and the first word I taught him was Wamblambes. All right, kill me. Right, next, Lloyd. Lloyd is from Zimbabwe. A very nice, chilled out guy, and I taught him the word Wamblambes. If you don't know that and you're living in Kenya, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. 1 second. Hold on. Ah, come on. I can't go to the 1 second here. How come I can't see the whole of your chat? Okay, there we go. What are you saying here? You don't know Kiswahili yourself? I know Kiswahili. Just leave me alone. I can speak some words, man. I know all the basic stuff, you know, to get me in and out of trouble. I can do that shit. So just shut the fuck up, man. What are you talking about? There's only that's the only word you know too. Oh please. Oh please. Please. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Yes, Lloyd. So Lloyd, you know, say guy. Uh and oh yeah. Yeah, I think if you can if you can say those words, yeah, then you can definitely speak Swahili. Yes, definitely. In fact, there was a song that I incorporated one of these Swahili words, and I'll play that song. I think I'll play towards the end after the memes and stuff. Sab, you can remind me. Uh, it was a crazy track. Okay, Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd was also another roommate. Lived with him for like a year, and yeah, he's also been a supporter of the channel. I really do appreciate it, man. And of course, when you get back from Zimbabwe, Lloyd, just hit me up. We got to do a little bit more exploring. I've done a lot of sightseeing with him, so it was really fun. All right, the real gang. Shout out to Leo is SSK King, of course, Skateboarding Society of Kenya, uh, also known as DJ Skate. We had a couple of sessions. In fact, there was I think a couple of my first sessions, I brought him on. He was the first one that I had a voice call with over the phone, and I put my phone like this next to the freaking microphone. Like, what an idiot I was. Anyway, so shout out to you, man. Joroge, actually because of Leo, and the reason why I put Leo on the top is because let me get this chat out of the way. The reason I put Leo on the top is because it was because of Leo I was able to meet all these other people, and I think it's going to be the same thing with Sab as well. It's because of you, Sab, I've been able to meet Shraddha. Well, that's just one person, but still, we're getting there. We're getting there. So Leo, I really do appreciate it, man. He built up the Skateboarding Society of Kenya. He appointed me the vice secretary, sorry, and we ran the SSK for a couple of years. We managed to build a skate park in Kangemi. Can you freaking believe that? And you know, the kids from the orphanage, instead of them going out and begging for food and doing drugs and you know, going into violence, they're now going and skateboarding in Kangemi. I mean, that in itself, I feel like shit. We accomplished that together. We got sponsorship from people from Germany. So shout out to Daniel Clutch. He was from Germany, and he came through and helped us build that skate park. Then, of course, the rest of the people follow from there. Joroge has been the first person who helped me do my first music video. He was not into skateboarding, but I met him because we used to skate, and he came and started filming us. And so he came down, and so shout out to Joroge, man. Thank you so much for all the music videos that you did with us. In fact, my Ambition music video was almost going to be shot by Joroge, but unfortunately, I think there was another production company that came in, Dalek Studios or something. So they came in and helped out with that. Sal, what are you saying? You should also get a chance to mention things about you. Yeah, I will. But I think this session is more about my subscribers, the people that take their time to check out my content. I need to appreciate you guys. You know, at the end of the day, I'm here because of you guys. You guys really push me and motivate me to create this content and just share about my life, you know. So I'm here for you guys. So today's session was just about, you know, giving shout out and thanks to all these people. Victor, of course, and then that extends to, you mean because of you? Oh, please. Everything's not about you, Sab. Just shut the fuck up. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I was talking about Victor. Victor, I used to skate very closely with Victor. And shout out to Uki, Neville, Greg. Cassie was a skateboarder, and then from skateboarding, we went to music production. I also found out that he was into music, and then when he was like, you know, I told him like, dude, I make beats and I do a little bit of production work, and then he was like, dude, that freaking awesome. I want to come into the studio and let's work on a track together. And then he just showed up and I played him a beat and he just he stood on the mic and a couple of bars, and I was like, shit, this guy is really good. Ibrastar, same thing. Through skateboarding, all of these people. Luna also through skateboarding. No, actually, Luna was through Ibrastar. So yeah, that kind of extends to Ibrastar. So Luna is also a producer. He's got his own channel. So Star Records, I think I've mentioned Star Records a couple of times. So Luna is the producer at Star Records, and shout out to those guys. Kays is another freaking idiot that I used to meet when I used to skate. And so Kays and Victor, these two guys, we used to skate regularly in South Sea. South Sea was owned by me, Kays, and Victor. We used to be like, the skaters from South Sea back in the days. I'm talking about 2002 till like 2007 or something like that. We freaking dominated the bump. So where's the bump, you must be asking? I don't know if I can actually if I can actually find it here. Let me see. I'm gonna zoom in and see if I can find the bump. 1 second here. Let's see if I can find it here. Sorry, I have to get out of my country and go to Nairobi and see. So South Sea, let's see South Sea. 1 second here. So we've got the mosque there. Let me show you guys. Man, it was such an amazing time back in the days. That's the CBD. Sorry. Oops, I forgot. Where is freaking South Sea? Here we go, South Sea. So South Sea, man, this was my hood, man. Represent South Sea all the way. Where is that freaking? I can't remember the name of the Mamangina Street or something. So that's the mosque, and it was this place right here. Yeah, that's the place. Muhuti Avenue. Is that what it was called? God damn. All right, this is the place, man. Oh yeah, so that was Mamangina right there. Child Welfare Society of Kenya, blah, blah, blah. So this was, let me see if I can zoom in and you can actually see the name here. Child Welfare Society. Mamangina Kenyatta Children's Home. Yes, baby. We used to skate in front of this metal gate. Well, not exactly in front of it, but do you see this road over here? Okay. This was the famous skateboarding spot called The Bump. And we used to skate over here like almost daily. I'd get out of high school and I'd just carry my skateboard to school. When I come back and I meet Victor, Victor would literally just be lying on the side of the road over here with his board, waiting for us. And then Kays or sometimes Victor would be there, and we would just skate this bump. There was a bump over here, so we would skate on the bump and just do tricks over the bump. Oh man, such good times, man. Good times, man. It's really good to see that this place hasn't changed one bit. But of course, it's Kenya. Nothing really changes. Everything is just. If it ain't broken. Right. Anyway, back to this list. And of course, then Kays extends to Zayn, Azam, Pops, Zub, Chemi, and Audi. Chemi and Audi were from the US, and I have not heard from these guys in a while. It was because of Chemi. He was able to bring us skateboards from the US, and that's how the whole skateboarding community started, because he would come in with like 5 skateboards and sell it out to the rest of us, and then we would have skateboards to skate. So shout out Chemi, man. And Auti, can you believe this guy is he's a medical doctor now today. He studied at Nairobi University, and it's shocking that we used to skate together on that bump. and yeah, he's a medical doctor these days, and haven't heard from him in a while, but yeah, good times. Claudio Lennox, same thing. These were underground rappers that I started working with, and so I want to shout out to all of these guys. Lil Stevie, Lil Strover. We were all Lil at that time, of course. And then Zarilla, shout out to Zarilla. In fact, I'm still in communication with Zarilla, so shout out to you. And we made a couple of songs together as well. Now, Karen is the person. Fuck, man, you guys will not even believe this. Karen was she was an upcoming female artist. She wanted to make some music as well, and so I got her contacts through Joroge, and Joroge was like, I know this girl. She wants to sing, and at that time, Ibra and we wanted to make this song called My Ambition, and I think I I'm gonna play the music video. I don't give a shit. Well, not the whole thing, but I'm gonna play it here. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Featuring Karen. So, if you hear this, so this is obviously the music video, and
my ambition is.
That's not Karen. I'm sorry. We had to lie because we tried to get her to show up for the music video, but she didn't show up. But that's her voice, though. But we couldn't find Karen. We couldn't get her, so we apologize for that. But
Unstoppable.
Every star, barely sitting.
Actually, if you look carefully, that was me right there sitting in the. Yeah, that's me right there. I was just chilling on the sofa.
Star, barely sitting dreams.
My ambition
good times,
is unstoppable.
I want to own my own Bentley.
Yeah, so obviously this music video is on the freaking channel. You guys can definitely check it out. I think this is from Ibra's channel, but it's also on the Chill Out Records channel. You guys can check it out anytime. But yeah, Karen basically did this song with us, and then I just recently found out she went to be a KBC news reporter. She's working for KBC today. And it's just amazing that people have, really just skyrocketed in their careers. She had studied I think some communication or something. And then, of course, shout out to Jeremy Banembe. Yeah, we did a couple of songs together. This guy's got over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's blowing up real big. So yeah, I will definitely share some links with these guys. Now, let's go to the honorable mentions, the people that you've been waiting for. Okay, so I already kind of made a list of the goods and the bads. Yes, here. So we'll go through those in a minute. First, let me talk about the work colleagues. So we're gonna go down to up. We're not gonna go. You're sleepy and you're tired. Go sleep. Go sleep. I don't give a shit. Yeah, just go sleep, man. Sab, it doesn't matter, man. You want to sleep, just sleep. I'm sleepy and tired. Look, man, you want to sleep, just go and sleep. I mean, this channel, all right, and this content is just going to be on YouTube next time if you want to watch it. If you want to watch it, yeah. If you don't want to watch it, it's up to you, man. It's just going to be here, man. No one's going to delete the content, man. It's just going to be here. I mean, this is live. Anyway, okay. Work colleagues. I'm going to shout out to all the work colleagues, all the people that I've worked with. I really do appreciate it. I've learned so much from you guys. I have shared my links with some work colleagues. Not everyone knows what I secretly do on YouTube. Okay. Anzabwa. I've known this girl for quite some time, and I wrote some points for you. Okay, here. When you get into her inner circle, she is very knowledgeable and smart person, great conversation, thought invoking. There are people that you have a conversation with and they will trigger some kind of thought process in your mind. You'll talk to this person and they'll tell you something and you'll be like, holy shit, it makes some sense. Or you'll ask some questions. And that's the kind of person that she is. Very knowledgeable in her field. She's also done IT as me. And but she's leaned towards project management, so very, very great in that. But a negative thing I would say is she's very austere. She has called herself an ice queen, I would say. So I don't know, that's definitely a negative thing because it pushes new connections away very quickly. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, you might want to work on being a bit more what's the word I'm looking for? What are you saying, Sab? Yes, I've written pointers. Of course I've written pointers. You think I'd fucking come unprepared for this shit? I can't make a list and not have pointers. I've made pointers. So we're going to be discussing these things. And now I know I've mentioned something over here about okay, I'll get back to the negative point. There was something I wanted to say I've totally forgotten. Thought invoking in the sense that there was this saying, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people, and ironically, here I am discussing people, but I'm actually just shouting out to the people that have subscribed to my channel. Dude, it's going to be come back soon. What do you mean it's going? Man, your English, you got to work on your English, Sab. It's going to be a comeback. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, yeah. So Anzabwa, you need to you need to open up a little bit. Just be a bit more. What's the word? Show some emotion. Yes, that's the word. You're too austere. You're too strict. You're too cold. And I think that's why you're having trouble making new connections. It really took me a while to get to know you. So yeah, you need to work on that. Right, Ali. Oh, Ali. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for me, bro. Like honestly, I've known you for quite a long time. So a positive thing about Ali is he's a hard worker, very obedient and dependable. Like this is a guy that I can contact and I know that he's going to be doing what he says he's going to be doing. If he says I'm going to change roles, I'm going to go and work for a different company, I'm going to freaking go and do it. He does it. When he sets his mind to something, and I love that about him. Very, very dependable person. He asks you for some money, you can give it to him because you know this guy's going to pay you back at the end of the day. And follows the rules. Very hard worker. I've seen him in his field. He's also a software engineer. I've seen him in his field. Excellent guy. So shout out to you, Ali. Thank you so much for being I guess a part of my life because I've learned so much from you. One negative thing I'd say is works by the book too much. Now that being said, and I think you guys can also relate to some of these things, man, because sometimes you realize, yes, you can be the good guy. You can do all the things by the book. But when in Rome, be like the Romans, because sometimes people will come in and cut you down. And it's a cold, fucked up world out here. You have to be a bit, you need to step out from the crowd. You need to have some tactics to maybe cut some corners or do something that will make you stand out from the crowd. And one thing I have noticed about him is he goes by the book so much, he follows rules so much that people that don't really step on him. And he's had some of those incidences where people have taken advantage of the fact that he's loyal and obedient. And I think it's happened to you guys, of course. So all I can say is adapt to your surroundings. Look at the people that you're working with. There are a lot of haters out there, a lot of people that would want to take you for a ride, take advantage of you. It's a skill realizing which people are out there to get you. The sooner that you can identify them, the better. Vincent, I don't want you guys reading your freaking things already too quickly, but I think you've already seen one. Vincent, we're coming to Vincent now. Vincent, I've interacted with this guy like maybe once or twice, I think, on a professional level. First of all, I want to thank you for subscribing and checking out my content and even giving me some of your feedback and stuff. And I even saw your last text about this. But yes, it's not clickbait, so fuck you. But I will say something. So obviously, the one good thing I like about you is you're very simple, you're humble, you're straight to the point. I love that about you. When it comes to being professional, very nice. On the downside, I kind of feel like you lack the skills to engage, to build better relationships with work colleagues. And that's me included. I remember all the conversations that we had, you were very quiet and you weren't really engaging enough. You wouldn't talk, you would just talk inside the box. Meaning like if the discussion was just about A and B, we would only talk about A and B. You wouldn't ask questions around that subject. And it wouldn't invoke more conversation. Therefore, the whole relationship building, I guess, kind of sucked. I don't know. Maybe you're also like Anzabwa as well. You're kind of reserved and quiet. I don't know. All right, next. Who's next? Samil. And then, of course, we've got Sab and Shraddha. Yes, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, Samil. One thing about Samil, I've met this guy. I met this guy a couple of years ago. He is almost finishing his mechanical engineering or chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, in Nairobi, and I wanted to try and mentor him. He was really intrigued with software, and when I met him, we interacted, and he is very high energy. Like, he's got a lot of energy. He's very enthusiastic, extremely knowledgeable as well. So that's a good thing. I think it's because of his age. He's pretty young, so I think he's like 21 or 22. So he's really knowledgeable, really energetic. But the downside is, I kind of feel like, Samil, one thing I got to say about you, bro, is that you, you are okay. What's going on, Sab? What are you saying? Shraddha, are you there? Okay, whatever. Samil, one thing about you is I kind of feel like you get distracted very easily, and I think it's because you've got all this energy, and I just feel like you need to focus on something. You need to focus on one thing. If you can do it, just try and do it, because I feel like you get distracted very easily because you've got all this energy and you're looking at all these things that you want to do. You're eager to learn to do all of these things. Like, in the past 2 years that I've known you, you've picked up so many projects. It's like, it's almost difficult to pinpoint, like, what the hell do you want to do, So you can't have everything. Just pick one thing and specialize in that. And I think you should be fine. I know I wanted to be a role model. You talked to me about it, but I just couldn't do it, bro. My work-life balance has been a bit shifty because of, obviously the things that I've been going through. Now, number two is Shraddha. So, Shraddha, are you ready? Shit, man, this is gonna be so awkward because you're live. Holy shit. Oh no, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, so Shraddha, one positive thing I like about you, I think, is it's just my opinion. Okay, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. What is Sab saying? My internet is acting up. Yeah, who told you not to pay your internet bill? What the fuck, man? You should have paid your internet. Do you want us to wait, Sab? Because Sab is like the main character here. Okay. Anyway, Shraddha, I know I've talked to you like once or twice. We've had more chats than we've had voice calls. But from the one interaction that I've had with you, and I think these are just my opinions. Obviously, you might agree or disagree with it, but I kind of feel like your positive thing is you're very reserved and you carefully think before you speak. The conversation that I had with you that time, I felt like you were really thinking before you spoke, which is really good. What is Sab saying this time? Being reserved is not a very good quality. Hey, she needs to be more open. No. I absolutely disagree with you, Sab. I think for her and for a woman to be more reserved and quiet and observant, I think is a very nice quality. It's more feminine. If you look at feminine qualities and masculine qualities, right? Masculine qualities tend to dominate, be more assertive, be more loud, talk. But for her, because fingers crossed she's a girl, it would make sense for her to be more reserved and think before she speaks, and not speaking too much. And not in the sense that it's not too much, but just thinking before you speak and speaking what needs to be said. It's a really good quality. That being said, in terms of being assertive, it's a negative. I just personally feel, and it could be wrong, but this is just from my personal opinion. I feel like you need to be a bit more assertive, you don't really speak your mind. If you've got something on your mind, just speak it up. I know you're a bit reserved, but sometimes you need to stand up for what you feel is incorrect. And I'll give you a perfect example. When we were watching the movie, I'm gonna bring this up. Fuck it. 1 second. What is Sab saying? God damn, Sab, you've freaking. What are you saying here now? Oh please, it's never too much. I don't get why women are always told they shouldn't speak too much. Blah blah blah. I think it's not fair. Sab, we are coming to you. And I mentioned that I had a long I had a long list for you. Here we go. Not that day. Yes, that day, Shraddha. Okay, back to what I was trying to say. So back to that day when we were watching the movie, right? You were tired. You should have just said, "Hey, look, I'm really exhausted, guys. I'm just gonna go to sleep." You knew you wanted to say that. You knew you could have said that. You had the energy just before you dropped dead. You could have just been like, clickety clack, I'm too tired. Bye, bozos. That's all. That's all you needed to do. But no, you didn't do that. You see, you just like, let me just quiet quit. And quiet quitting is a new trend that's been happening. Shara slept on us. Yeah, well, not literally, but yes. You didn't want to spoil the moment. Oh, please. Oh, please. Here's another perfect example. You see, you're not speaking your mind. You need to be a bit more assertive. You guys were enjoying it too much. Oh, really? Oh, please. Look, if you were tired and you didn't like something, you didn't want to do something, or you just couldn't, just be a bit more assertive. Just say, like, look, not lick, look, look, guys. I think this whole thing is. I'm really tired. I just can't make it. I want to go to sleep. So fuck off. That's it. I mean, it would have stung us. It would have been like, oh fuck, man, she's bailing on us. But it would have been like, yeah, fine, sure, okay. Just rip the freaking band-aid out. But not quiet quit. I don't know if you've heard of what quiet quitting is. Quiet quitting is like you hate your job, but you don't tell your boss, and you're just there because you're like a zombie, and you're just like, oh, when is he gonna fire me, and then I'll go and find another job. You see, that's what quiet quitting is, and I think you're a quiet quitter. You're probably even hating your job right now, and you're not even telling your boss about it. But you need to work on that. Well, this is just my opinion. Obviously, you can disagree, but I just feel like it's something that I hope it will help. I don't know if it will help. You can take it or leave it. Take it to the bank, whatever. Now the main villain of the show. The main villain of the show. Oh boy, here we go. My heart rate is at 500. Ah, come on, it's not that serious, okay? It's not that serious. Look, these are just my opinions. Okay, on a serious note now. These are just my these are just my opinions, okay? You want to learn from something, you want to use these opinions, you don't want to use them, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. But it's my job to let you know how I feel, because it needs to be a two-way thing. It can't just be, friendships can't just be a one-way thing. What are you saying? Think before you talk. Oh yeah, I thought a lot. I was thinking a lot. That's why I put a bullet points over here. Fucking hell, man. Goddamn. So here our friendship. Wait, what? What? Fuck, I don't know why I can't, like, because you guys are posting so many emojis. I have to freaking like extend this thing out, and because I can't click. Look at this stupid software. Huh? It's like when I minimize this, I don't have the select. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. Let me put it here. So like when I minimize this thing, it's called Twidget. When I minimize it, I can't select your text, your comment. It's like I have to expand this thing, and then I can select your comment. Anyway, it's shitty. Okay, cool. So our friendship from here depends on what you say. Wow, such threats. And I wish I should have actually put that as a negative instead of the talks a lot like a parrot. Just Okay, so point number one. So the positive. Sab, just shut the fuck up and let me just tell you what the positive is. God damn. The positive is you've got very good social skills, and it has kind of rubbed off onto me as well. It's made me a bit more talkative and expressing your emotions and expressing what your thoughts are. Very good, excellent, beautiful. I love that skill. It's one thing that I can learn from you and say, you know what? I've learned from Sab. I've learned how to talk. But now the negative thing is, the negative is also I've learned how to talk, and I think you on another level. Okay, here's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, there was a time, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Okay, you said you wanted to talk to me. You told me about something. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go into details. Of course, this is a live show. You said that you wanted to talk about something. So I said, okay, let me just give you a call and see what's up. Now, when I called you back straight away, the first thing that you told me, and this is the first thing on the call that you told me, Sim, I'm so tired. I can't even talk. I don't have the energy to talk. So in my head, I was thinking, in my head, I was like, yes, this is the first time we're going to have a call which is going to be less than 30 minutes. No, that call, how long was the call? If I don't even want to go through my call logs, but that call was definitely more than an hour, 30 minutes, maybe even 2 hours. And here you were telling me that you don't have the energy to call. God forbid if you did have the energy to call, to talk. I don't know. Okay, 10 minutes. It felt like hours. Okay, here's why. Look, I don't want you to take this in a negative way, okay? I want you to use this to learn. And I've got valid points as to why I feel like, sometimes too much talk, too, not too good. Okay, look, when you're having a conversation with someone, okay? Stop exaggerating. Okay, when you're having a conversation with someone, you look at the person you're talking to, look at what they're interested in hearing. Okay, that's number one. That's the basics. Obviously, you will see if someone you're talking to is even interested in the topic that you're talking about. That's number one. Okay, number two is when you're saying something, you're expressing yourself, you tend to normally ramble on and on about something, and you don't give your listener the time to process what you have said. There have been several times, and I'm going to be critical here, that you don't even let me at least respond to some of the things that you've said, right? So at that point, I just end up listening. I don't even have the time to respond, process what you've just said. And then what ends up happening is I lose interest. I'm sorry for saying this, but I have to say it. It's I lose interest. Then what ends up happening, and what you do then, is because you've noticed that I've lost interest, you'll start telling me something really dramatic, really scary. Oh, you got COVID. Oh, you got this. You got that. Oh, holy shit. Now my ears are perked up. It's like it's a cat and mouse game with my attention. You need to calm the fuck down. Just make one point, state the point or the message that you're trying to tell me, and just leave it at that. Let me at least respond to what the hell you're saying. Okay, what are you saying now? See, you're not even patient. You're not even letting me finish my thoughts. What are you saying now? You've already messaged me. You lose interest and the call still goes on for like 2 hours. Because I'm a nice guy. I try to be nice and humble, and I say, you know what? You want to vent, just vent. Have you ever heard of the saying, empty vessels make the empty vessels make the most noise? I'm not saying you're empty, but the more you keep talking, it kind of gives off that impression. You need to slow down. Just slow down a little bit, okay? Just You are a nice person, but I just feel it's a small negative. You need to learn to take criticism, man. Come on, you need to learn to take criticism. Just slow down with the conversations, man. Ooh. I just feel like I know you're gonna go go and start crying and making a big deal out of it. But this is look, this is what friendship's all about, right? It has to be a two-way thing. I have to tell you something that I feel that maybe you could improve. You could take this and say, you know what? I'm not gonna improve. Fuck you, Asim. I don't give a shit about what you have to say. I'm gonna be me. If you don't like me for me, then nah. But it's my job to at least tell you. I just feel like sometimes the conversations can be a bit too one-sided, and then I zone out. I just zone out. I'm a very like when I have a conversation with someone, I try to bring up topics that not only are you interested in, but also make you invoke some questions in your mind. I bring up something that you can think about, okay, this is something that I've not encountered, or this is something that I've learned something new from, or it invokes a question inside your mind. But, I get that you'd like to vent. You always think I don't take criticism in a good way. Yes, absolutely. I think you overreact. You need to stop your overreaction. But I'm just gonna say one negative thing, which was too much talking. So you need to slow down with the talking, man. You're supposed to speak out also and tell me at that time that you're losing interest. It's difficult because if someone is, and this is why I love the lives, because I do all the talking and you have to do the listening, and I like the lives. I like. But no, okay, on a serious note, yes, I do, and I think that's one of my negatives, is I also need to be a bit assertive, and I think I share the same problems as Shraddha does. So Shraddha, don't freaking lie to yourself and think that you're all dominating and shit. Nah, you need to be a bit more assertive, and I also need to be a bit more assertive. But of course, this whole thing is a learning experience. Remember when you started talking to me initially, I didn't even used to say that much. I used to be very quiet and reserved, but now I am starting to speak up. But I also need to be a bit more assertive. And next time I will tell you on your face, Sab. If you keep rambling on, and be like, yo, you've lost me there. Just shut the fuck up now. Or just change the topic, So yeah, that's it basically. That was it. So we're done. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. I've said what I've wanted to say. Now there are a couple of memes that I wanted to share, because I think these memes are freaking hilarious, man. You guys are gonna love them. So, is there anything else? Any comments? Last comments before we go through the memes? Sab, Shraddha, at least you guys are here, that you'd like to add or say. Any comments? Any things that you think have triggered you? If there's nothing, then we can move on. Nothing? Nothing. Good. Good, you're quiet. Just the way I like it. Okay, moving on to the memes now. These memes, okay. Oh shit, here we go. Sabrina and I are having our session too soon. For you? I'm confused. What do you mean? How come I can't see the last text? Here, 1 second here. Why is this freaking software so shitty? Like, I can't scroll to the last message that you've just posted here right now. Come on. I hate this freaking software. I need to get a different thing that shows like the chats on the screen, because this one sucks. I can't see the last chat. Anyway, it's fine, but I can read it out loud, because I can see it on the YouTube thing. Nothing's triggering me. I'm pretty much hear the same things about I pretty much hear the same things about me. I talk too much and I don't let others talk. I'm used to it, so it's fine. Ah, so you are aware. So you are aware of your mistakes. But look, if that's who you are, then it's up to us to accept you for who you are, isn't it? So friendship is a two-way thing. So of course, and I think you get that, right? Like I think Shraddha and I, we have both accepted you for who you are, and I think it's fine. It's just our job to let you know the things that we don't like. But anyway, it's fine. It's intimidating to others, and I like it. Intimidating, I don't know if it's intimidating, really. For me, it just, okay, it's not intimidating. Hold on. It's not intimidating. I think it's, okay, for me, I just feel that it gives you a bad, it makes you look bad in my eyes. Because if I was to see someone else talking to another person and that person just keeps talking to the other person and the other person not even given a chance to respond or say what they feel, even if that person is not able to speak as fast as you can, I feel like you're really dominating them, number one. Yeah, and you're disregarding what their thoughts and what their thoughts and feelings are, and you're also kind of like making yourself kind of look like you're a dominant person. Like yeah, it's not a nice trait to have in a woman, right? Dominating like that. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, you need to chill the fuck out. You need to just chill the fuck out. You need to calm down and just look at what your listeners what when you're talking to someone, just listen and just listen, you know. Yes, it is bad. I can't freaking put the chats on the screen. Anyway, it's fine. I think Sab, you and I, we will have a talk about this at some point. Um, man, that's such a nice comment. Fuck, I can't even put it on the screen because of this shit app. Let me see if I can redo this. 1 second. One second. 1 second. That's a nice point. I'm going to counteract that point. 1 second. So you're saying women can be dominating too. I think domination. Now, if we go down this topic, I personally feel that a, someone who's dominating is more of a masculine trait rather than a feminine trait. And men who want to be with a woman are looking for someone who isn't going to dominate them. Men are normally looking for women that they can dominate. It's just biology. We're not looking for a competition because men are going out there into the world, hustling, bringing home the food, and they come home and then the wife dominates them. Which normal man is going to agree to that? Hmm? Women don't dominate as much as the men do, but even the ones that say that they want to, or even try to do it subconsciously, I kind of feel like it's just men just want to control everything, but then sometimes they should also let the women do a few things their way. Okay, I kind of believe in, okay, this has gotten serious. I kind of believe in male female roles. Do you believe in the gender roles first? Let's start there. Do you believe in the gender roles? Do you believe that a woman needs to do her part of the stuff and a man needs to do his part of the stuff, like, in a relationship, for instance? Because if you don't believe in that, then I think that will solve the problem right here. Because when you say men just want to control everything, I don't know. I don't really agree to that. In today's world, both genders can go out there and earn. Not all of us have the privilege of just being at home and waiting for a man to bring the food or money home. I kind of feel like, yeah, you say in today's world, but that's today's world. But you can see for generations in the past how it has always been is that the man has been in charge of taking care of the family, dominating the family, being in charge. Look at anything like a country or a school or a ship. There's always a captain, a teacher, a government, one form of authority that you have to listen to and abide by their law and rules. If you do not abide by them or that person or that entity's laws and rules, when shit hits the fan, who are you going to blame? At the end of the day, a captain is in charge of the ship, right? If the ship sinks, you can blame the captain. You know that's a shitty captain. So it's the same thing with the family structure, and the whole family structure has been broken down because of what the government wants. Put the women into the workforce so that they can pay taxes. So the government makes more taxes out of now the women in the workforce. So we can go down that topic, of course. And it's this is a long conversation. I didn't want to go down this route, but I just kind of feel like in today's society is completely broken. There's nothing like gender roles anymore. Women want to do what men are doing, and I just personally feel like men don't really want to be with women that are dominating, I guess. I completely believe in men being the breadwinners, but in my case, I've always been the man of the house. I think your situation is different. But you see, then this whole thing would have, I'll get into more details with this. Yes, but I see where you're coming from. Uh, I'm not saying that men dominating is a bad thing. When I say I'd love to have a man like that in my life, yes, I think it's the right thing. I feel like you need to have at least one source of truth. In software development, we say one source of truth is it means that any information that's coming in, it's collected from one point, and so it's easier to detect any failures in the system. It's easier to rectify anything if you see a fault because you know where that one source of truth is. So in the family, obviously, if it's the man, yes, any decisions that are made is made from the man, and then it branches out to the rest of the family. And I think for me personally, that's how I would if I was to start a family, that's how I would run it. But the thing is, in today's society, I think men are starting to become a bit more laid back in terms of taking responsibility and allowing women to take charge. And so then when you have two people running the ship, one person's going this way, the other person's going that way, you're not going to make any progress. You're going to always have clashes, you're always going to have disputes, and then that just messes up the whole relationship. um yeah, you've played a man's role too long in your life, and I don't know how to behave like a woman in my life anymore. Yep, yep, yep. I guess that's true. Let's not get too personal. Of course, this is also going to be viewed by some other people, of course, but I see exactly what you mean. Um yes, I absolutely get where you're coming from in the sense that yes, you've had to play a man's role. But you see, like, I know this is not going to sound, it's hard to hear, but let's just say if you did get married off before, and the incident that happened, if you did get married off and you were with a man who knew what he was doing and had some goals in their life, then he would have stepped in to take that role, isn't it? Unfortunately, and things happened and you were not able to find someone that was able to jump in and take control of the ship. And this is my other point that I was just trying to make is I think men in this generation kind of feel like they want to take a more laid back approach. They're saying, okay, women are coming up and saying we want to take control, we want to be in charge. So some men are like, okay, fine, you know what, if you want to take control, then you take control, and I'm just going to sit back and not be responsible. I'm not going to grow up to be a man anymore, which is messed up. So it kind of goes both ways. You got to blame women as well for being a bit too dominating, I guess. And then the men on the other side, it's like they've not been raised properly by fathers who have taught them to be strong and lead basically a family, you know. And some of these traits are not easily learned. And of course, it all comes down to the way you were raised in your family, I guess, you know. So yeah, yeah. Okay, enough of this depressing shit, man. We were supposed to have a good time, man. I know we've gone into some depressing shit. Okay, back to memes. This was a meme I wanted to share.
Va a tener nuevo sistema de transporte aquí en Barranquilla.
So the reason I wanted to share
Cuando
this
se da el tema de las inundaciones de las calles,
is
miren.
there's something that we can learn from this meme, okay? This is beautiful, and I think this applies to Kenya. Kenya, first of all, the roads just turn into rivers. It rains a little bit, it's fucking rivers all over the place. And I remember when I used to work in Westlands, I used to wear a suit. I had to take off my shoes and socks and shoes, roll my trousers up, and walk across a river just to get to the other side so I could get to my stage, to get the public transport. And this is the same thing in fucking Kenya, man. And look at this dude. This dude is a fucking genius. So he's taking some coins off of these ladies because they don't want to walk in the water, and he's made this makeshift trolley transportation thingy. And look at that. Okay, so what can we learn from this video? There's a problem. There's always a problem somewhere. It's you to take the initiative to solve that problem and monetize on that problem. People always complain there are no jobs in Kenya. If there are no jobs, then wake the fuck up and make yourself useful in something. There's always problems. There's always a problem. In Kenya, there are a lot of problems. Try and solve something. Try and solve something in a way that you know you can get paid for it. And at that point, it's not even a job anymore. So I really liked this video. Thought process. Yeah, I think this is more for software engineers. I don't think you ladies will get this. But it's more about, yeah, you're sitting in front of your computer, you're thinking of how you're going to solve a problem, and then someone just comes in and says, "Hey, do you have a second?" And then everything's lost. And when you go back to doing what you were doing, it's like, what the hell was I doing? When you finally pay all your debts and you start enjoying life. Ah, yes. This is beautiful. I kind of feel like this because it's like I finally paid off most of my debts and I want to enjoy my life, but I feel so old. So there's that. When you applied, I think this happens in Kenya. When you applied for your job, so you look like this dude, and then when you hear back from the recruiter, you look like this dude. Yeah. I remember when I was applying for jobs back in Kenya, man, they took so long to get back to me. Some of them didn't even reply up till today. So, yeah.
When you have a bad day, give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it. Try again tomorrow. Not every bad day can become a good day. Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked. When you have a day that is fucked beyond repair, that is the universe speaking to you, sending you a message. Listen to the universe. Go home. Save your energy. Tomorrow is another day. For now, just fucking chill.
Just
when you have
chill,
a bad...
like fucking chill out records. All right, motherfuckers. I love that one. All right. Two more, I think 2 or 3 more. Let me see, how many do we have? Oh, fuck, no, I can't play that video. No way. All right, we'll just do this one. We'll just do these 2, and then we'll call it a day. I think we've touched up on some crazy topics today.
Yeah, I've just found something on my floor. I thought it was a lump of dope. It's a fucking hamster biscuit. I even tried to fucking burn the cunt. And I was getting sniffing it. It was fucking disgusting.
What? I tried listening to what the fuck he was trying to say, but I just couldn't get it. It just didn't make any sense. No comments on what the fuck that was. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this video, I think this is how most people in Kenya give directions. 100%. This is how they give directions. You just go like this. I am not even fucking lying. I remember I used to drive around and I'd stop some random person on the side of the road. They were like, "Hey, bro, do you know where Westlands is?" And then he'll just start doing this. So, utaenda namna hii, utaenda namna hii. Oh, this is some fucking funny shit, man. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna play that one. This video is just too extreme. I think I might even just get like kicked out of like freaking YouTube. I'm not gonna play this video. Let's play this one. Okay, this is the last video, and then we call it. Is this the last one? Oh no. This is the last video. Last video, and then one more meme. So this guy, what this guy is doing, this guy's from India. So in India, they do a lot of prayers and stuff, and they try to ask the gods for money and all these kind of things. Like they have all these different gods and stuff. And so what this guy is doing, basically, I'm not judging, you follow that religion, all well and good. You do you, boo. You do you. But this dude is basically holding a chicken on top of the transformer. And so he's praying to the gods to, I think he's sacrificing the chicken so that the energy bills are not going to be so high, and the cost of electricity wouldn't be that difficult high, so
या अल्लाह हमारे ट्रांसफार्मर का हम सदका दे रहे हैं या अल्लाह इस नजरे बद से बचाइयो या अल्लाह इसके अंदर वोल्टेज पूरे लाइयो या अल्लाह
I lost some brain cells watching this, and I was like, I have to share this because you guys need to see what the freaking French is this. And then the last picture of the day, the last picture of the day. This is basically now what the UK is going to be doing now. All people in the UK, because the energy bills are going to be so freaking exorbitant. We will be now using a water kettle to heat our water as we take a shower. And that concludes the end of the show. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate every one of you guys. Dedicated this channel to you guys. And yes, Sab, of course, we'll catch up later on. Not today, of course, but I'm just dead. But yes, we will definitely catch up and discuss more about what we have discussed about. And Shraddha, I hope you've learned something. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for checking out the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.